Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the metals and non-metals revision part 2. In that one, before we could go, we have yesterday seen in the video about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. In that one, we have discussed about the properties such as malleability, ductility, sonorous, thermal conductivity, luster, physical state of metals. Some exceptional cases we have seen. Then we have seen about the tensile strength, melting point and boiling point. In today's class, we are going to study about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So chemical properties of metals and non-metals, as you can see on the screen, metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxides, means they will be forming metallic oxide. The oxides are basic in nature. The oxides are basic in nature because they react with water to form base. And here if we are going with the blue litmus paper, testing it with the litmus paper, then red litmus will be turning it to blue. Red litmus will be turning it to blue. As you can see here, some metals like magnesium is taken. Magnesium burns in air to form magnesium oxide, and then magnesium oxide reacts with water to form magnesium hydroxide. So here you can see 2 Mg. Mg is magnesium, oxygen is O2, and they will be forming is as 2 MgO, that is magnesium oxide. Then magnesium oxide, when mixed with water, it will be giving us magnesium hydroxide. So this is the formula for magnesium hydroxide. So this name for this is magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Then non-metals, then other examples for the reaction for metals, like we will be having metal plus oxygen gives you metal oxides, and then another formula for like sodium and potassium, they are very highly reactive elements. So they react with the atmospheric oxygen even at room temperature immediately and catch fire. So when we are talking about sodium, so sodium will be, Na will be for sodium. Sodium plus oxygen will be giving us sodium oxide. So this will become, if we are balancing it here, it will become 4, 2 Na2, so 4 Na, oxygen is 2, so oxygen is 2 is balanced. So as this is very highly reactive, so even at room temperature, the sodium and potassium is going to react. So for that reason, the next question comes is, how are we going to store them? So we will be storing these. To prevent this reaction, we will be storing sodium and potassium metal under kerosene. So they will not be coming in contact with oxygen present in the air with these metals. Then some metals are there which will be reacting it with oxygen but on heating. Like example, if we see about copper, Cu is for copper. Copper plus oxygen will be giving us copper oxide. This is called as copper oxide. So here to balance 2 and here to balance 2. So this on heating, this will happen on heating. So these are the examples of metals when they will be reacting it with the oxygen. Now when we are coming back here, non-metals react with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. These oxides are acidic in nature because they react with water to form acid. And here when we are going for a litmus test, blue litmus will be changing into red litmus. Here the example of sulfur is given, the very familiar example which we are studying about the acid rain. How the acid rain is going to form? Sulfur burns in air to form sulfur oxide, means from the vehicles when sulfur is getting burned, it is forming sulfur dioxide, as sulfur plus oxygen gives you sulfur dioxide, and this sulfur dioxide reacts with water to form sulfurous acid, means when there will be a rain, this sulfur dioxide will be reacting it with water and it will be forming as sulfurous acid, and we will be getting the acid rain. Clear? So then we will be having some examples of oxygen. We will be having some examples of oxygen here, when metals will be reacting it with this one, non-metals reacting it with the metal oxygen. So here we will be getting as non-metal plus oxygen gives you non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides. Clear? So the examples for us other than this one, we will be having it like if we are taking it carbon plus oxygen will be giving us carbon dioxide. Carbon is a non-metal. When it is reacting with oxygen, it is going to form a carbon dioxide. In the same manner, this carbon dioxide will be reacting it with water to form carbonic acid, that is H2CO. H2CO2. This is called as carbonic acid. It will be CO3. So this is a carbonic acid. Clear? This is the reaction with oxygen. When reaction with oxygen it is taking place with non-metals, it is going to form an acidic in nature. Blue litmus will be turning it to red litmus. So these are the examples of non-metals for us. Then now we are coming to reaction with water. How they are going to react with water? Metals reacting it with water. Metals react with water to form metal hydroxide and hydrogen. They will be forming metal hydroxide and hydrogen. Like example, sodium reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide and it will be liberating hydrogen gas. And when we will be testing it, this one, it will be releasing a hydrogen gas. And to know how this gas will be liberated, when we are bringing a matchstick near to this gas, it will be producing a pop sound. The pop sound shows us that it is a hydrogen is been liberated for us. Then magnesium reacts with water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen will be released. Non-metals do not react with water. Only metals will react with water. So we can able to see the other examples of metals. Like here we will be having other examples. Sodium we have seen, calcium plus hydrogen gives you calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen will be liberated. So here to balance it, we will be having it. Here we have to take two more molecules of hydrogen. So now it will be balanced. Here 4 hydrogen, here 2 and here 2. That has become balanced for us. The second example is like metal. If we are taking potassium plus hydrogen will be giving us potassium hydroxide. KOH is called as potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Now again we have to balance this equation. So balancing it 2 here, we will be getting it as 3 hydrogen atoms. So here we have to balance it here 1, 2. So now everything is become balanced. 2 potassium, 4 hydrogen, 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. Then magnesium hydroxide we have seen. Then we are having aluminium, will be reacting it with steam, so we will be getting it as Al is aluminium, aluminium plus hydro water gives us aluminium oxide, that is Al2O3 plus 3 molecules of hydrogen gas will be liberated. So here balancing it, we will be getting as 2 aluminium, here 2 aluminium and 3. So we will be getting 6 hydrogen atom, here also 6 is been balanced, 3 oxygen has been balanced and 2 aluminium has been balanced. Clear? So this is all about the examples of metals reacting it with water. Non-metals do not react with water. Reaction with acids. Metals react with acid to form metallic salts and hydrogen. Zinc react with dilute hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. So Zn is zinc, 2 HCl. HCl stands for hydrochloric acid and ZnCl is zinc chloride plus hydrogen is been liberated. Most non-metals do not react with acid. Some non-metals like sulfur reacts with concentrated nitric acid to form sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide and water. So these are the reactions with the metals. In tomorrow's class we will be studying more examples of metals with acids and non-metals reaction we will see, and then we will see the reactive series. Whatever equations which you have seen it in this video, you have to write it down all these reactions in your notebook. Stay home, stay safe.